Well, I get that, and I think one of the things that we don't talk about that are actually hindering our progress is our diversity. Africa is so diverse. Let's even just use our country, Nigeria. We have up to 300 languages and dialects. I mean, so that's about that number of ethnic groups in that country. So because of that, because unfortunately, most of us will gravitate to people of our ethnic group when strong thing is happening, when serious issues are discussed, people easily gravitate to their ethnic groups. And it's difficult to work together in a sustainable manner to make things happen. I think, see, I may be wrong, but I think this is something we actually need to look at. Okay. Our diversity is a hindrance. Diversity, ethnic diversity, language diversity is a hindrance for collaboration. You see, if you look at all the countries that are progressing, both in Europe, Asia, they have a large proportion of their citizens of the same ethnic identity.
Nationality.
Yeah.
Or ethnic identity.
Okay. Yes, they might have a few minorities, but they have a dominant group. Okay. Now, am I saying get rid of the smaller group? No. But we need to sit down and talk about these things. Because until we talk about these things, then we can create the structures that will ensure that every group is taken care of. Okay. Because when the difficult times come, we easily gravitate to our ethnic groups. Okay, and that's not good for us to build any sustainable society. What do you think?
I think I tried. I also attempted to do a content on these things, and I also like to challenge you to probably find time to do a bit of a research.
Yeah.
It's difficult, really, because I've had this kind of argument, especially when it comes to people who are clamoring for the Biafran state.
No, I'm not on that part.
Yes, I'm just coming. I'm just trying to make a point.
Okay.
You're right when you say that the diversity is a problem for us, because for us to be able to move past this, we need to unite.
Yeah.
We need to grow past this caveman mentality, because resorting or turning to your ethnic nationality or identity when there's a crisis is more of a caveman mentality.
Yeah.
But we've left the cave long time ago, where COVID, once COVID enters Nigeria, it affects everybody. It doesn't care.
It
doesn't care whether you are Igbo, Hausa, Ishikiri,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. When you're driving on the express and there are bandits
Yeah.
or terrorists don't give two hoots about where you're from.
Yeah.
You're going down. They kidnap you or you're going down. So yes, I agree that we have that issue, which is the caveman mentality. However, I've also tried to challenge it in a couple of other content that we need to look beyond that. Because if
Yes.
you look at countries like the United States is also very diverse.
Yeah.
You have Irish
But see,
American.
but they from the beginning, they created a structure that takes care of that. Okay.
Okay, let's even go to France.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you were trying to use
Yeah.
the example of France.
Yes. So the um I was trying to say that you have a lot of history in Europe, in Latin America,
Yeah.
in Asia, where you have a lot of ethnic diversity.
Mm.
People who are not from the same linguistic background
Yeah.
coming together.
Yeah.
Right. And so if you like, even in England, you have England is a coming together of different Germanic
Yeah.
groups.
Mm-hmm.
And in France, you also had that different. It's more like a melting point also of people from different backgrounds.
Yeah.
And they had to do a lot of back and forth with wars and different kinds of
Okay. Yeah.
conflicts.
Yeah. You're right. See, the thing is, Europe, they have done the mergers
A lot
over
of merging.
time. Okay. Now, assuming Africa wasn't colonized,
Yes.
that's what we needed to do. Okay, to merge a small groups into a bigger group.
It
Okay.
was happening.
Yeah,
It actually was
it was
happening.
happening, but it takes time. It takes
It was
time.
actually happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll still be doing it because we have a very broad.
I mean, you had the Mali Empire, you had the Songhai Empire.
Yeah.
Before Europe, eventually came
In.
down to
Yeah,
Africa.
that's true. Mm-hmm.
But that notwithstanding, you also had America was also colonized. They
Yeah.
were colonized
Yeah.
by
Mm-hmm.
by England. You have India. They were also colonized.
Mm.
And India is a melting point of
Yes. Yes.
diverse cultural and religious groups.
Yes. But then they have a dominant group.
Well, yeah, they have just like Nigeria. They have 3 to 4 major
Big groups.
which
Yes.
the Hindu, which the
Yeah.
Hindu tend to be like the first.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. But they also have two other big groups. I can't
Mm-hmm.
remember the names now. But my point is that whatever the situation is, we found ourselves here.
Yeah.
And we need to keep talking about the what's the word? The unity that the geography has brought us into.
Yeah.
All right. And I like telling people, for instance, now I live in Ibadan and my neighbors are Yoruba speaking Nigerians. Let me
Yeah.
not say Yorubas, Yoruba speaking Nigerians.
Yeah.
The closest of my family member lives 2 to 3 hours, in fact, 4 hours away from this place in Lagos.
Yeah.
And so there was this day I traveled. Well, not really I traveled. I was working in Lagos then, but my family was in Ibadan. And my daughter had epilepsy.
Ooh.
Like she was struggling for her life. I was not around like this kind of night. They called me. I was completely helpless.
Yeah. Wow.
It took my neighbor, who is a Yoruba speaking, me, I'm Igbo speaking,
Yeah.
to jump in and to rescue, to take my daughter to the hospital to rescue my daughter. That is the beauty of That's the beauty of the diversity
Yeah.
we failed to exploit. Right? So who is now my neighbor? Who is now my tribesman?
Yeah.
Is it the guy who speaks my language, who is 4 hours away? Or is it the guy who speaks a different language, who is just 30 seconds away from me?
Mm.
So this issue, I think, is a conversation that we need to constantly have to disabuse our mind from that caveman mentality. See, we passed that era.
Yeah.
We passed it. There's nothing we can do. We speak the same language, means nothing, really. But
we exactly.
We share the same geographical space, means everything.
Yep, I agree.
You know, so we need to start talking to ourselves to outgrow this primordial sentiment as Africans. Remember that when Europeans came, they did what they call divide and rule. And even some and even some organizations do that. Even some organizations do that amongst their employees. They go right there and split them in the middle. So while they're at war with themselves, they forget to cooperate for their common existence.
Yeah.
So Nigeria is a new identity, probably given in 1914.
Mm.
Right? And by virtue of Nigeria, other linguistic groups should not die, but should submerge under the bigger framework.
Mm. Wow.
Okay.
Well, I will tell you that one is going to be difficult. Okay.
Well, it's arguable. Yes, arguable difficult.
It's going to be difficult,
but it still comes back to asking ourselves the honest truth. Sometimes it could be painful because you don't want to accept certain realities.
Yeah.
You know, but it is the reality. My father died. I refused to accept it until the day I saw him, you know, go down, and then he now done. Now, why I'm saying that is that for us, I mean, I listened to one professor make this same analogy. Africans must begin to accept the fact that we are all Africans.
Yeah.
You know, Nigerians must come to the realization that we're all Nigerians. If this country sings, everybody sings. Continent sings, everybody sings.
Yeah.
So what do we now do to survive? Europeans are doing that.
Yeah.
After the war, they sat down and said, how do we ensure that
it doesn't happen again?
It doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
Or how do we ensure that we're on top of our game? As we speak, I'm not sure if England has any deposit of gold.
And well, I don't know.
I think
they do.
Okay, but countries like Zimbabwe and other African countries like Congo have gold. They have cobalt. They have good natural resources that the future actually looks up to.
Yes.
But because of the division
if they get their act together.
Yes, but because of the division that we have, the US, France, UK, China, Russia are taking advantage of this division.
Yep.
So do we still hold on to sentiments that no longer serve us? Or do we now say, you know what, let's just throw away this thing and then come together? I think that's where the issue of unity comes in.
See, I will tell you, I recently got to hear about a 14th century scholar and politician, Ibn Khaldun. He was born in I think Tunisia, and he was very popular Tunisia, Morocco, Egypt in the 14th century. He served several kings, you know, across the Arab region, you know, of Africa. Then he coined this thing Asabia. Okay. Social cohesion. Okay. See, So Asabia is the thing that bounds us. We think this person speaks my language, so he's my tribe. And when things go bad around him, okay. So the point is this: we need to find a structure that we have Asabia with people around us, not based on ethnicity.
Right.
Okay. We see that's what America has. Okay. Although their culture wars is breaking it. Okay. But that's what they've had for over 200 years. Okay. So we need to find a structure that will bind us, that will look up to this is us. Because I will tell you, me and you were Nigerians. Do we have something that will say this is what a Nigerian is?
Well, I think that we could have if we had leaders.
Well, but the point is that we don't have it.
In reality, we don't.
Yes, we don't. Okay, we don't have it. But if I go anywhere in the world and I see a person from Kano, Sokoto, Maiduguri, hey, he's Nigerian. I'm Nigerian. We're born, okay, but we don't have anything concrete to say you are Nigerian, I'm Nigerian. You know, so this is what I think.
Maybe our jollof rice and our pidgin might be the closest.
Well, we like our jollof rice, but it's not strong enough.
I mean, I you could argue that firmly. You know, when you